Welcome to Percussion Methods. Today we're talking about one of the most common mechanical issues I see with timpani, and that is pedal slippage. Pedal slippage occurs when your drum won't reach the highest or the lowest note it needs because the pedal keeps slipping in the wrong direction. For example, looking at this drum, I'm trying to get it all the way up to the top and you can see the needle on the gauge, and then the pedal, the heel, moves down slightly. This means that I'm not able to access the top note, and it makes it a little bit harder to tune up in the high range of the drum because the pedal keeps slipping around up there. Whether the pedal is slipping heel down or it's slipping toe down, you want to make sure that the head is reaching the range that you need for that particular drum. For example, this is a 23-inch drum and needs to be able to reach a C up to an A. If the head is too low, you need to add some tension so that it reaches its highest note in the range. If the head is too high, you need to bring down the tension so it can reach the lowest note in its range. You can see the proper method to tune a head in my timpani head change video. In the case of this drum, the head is at the right pitch level. I can, if I hold the toe down, reach all the way up to an A, and I can, if I hold the heel down, go all the way down to a C. So it's not the head that's the issue, it's the spring mechanism. Balanced action timpani, like this one, have a strong spring underneath the pedal that counteracts the tension of the head. This allows it to travel across its entire range and not slip. So, if you try and tune your highest note and it's slipping down, you need more spring tension to counteract the head. On this particular drum, this is a nice Yamaha drum, I can adjust the spring tension underneath the heel part of the pedal using a standard Yamaha timpani tuning key. By the way, these tuning keys, they're matched to the brand of the drum, so you might need to purchase them based on what model you have. So in this case, I'm going to lock in the key down there and give it a few turns to the right. And I can actually see the pedal is already traveling a little bit in the direction I want it to go. Let me try that again. I'm gonna put it at the top of the range. It's slipping, but not as much as it was before, so I'm gonna add a little bit more tension. And down and back up. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's slipping just a tiny bit now. We're getting closer. A few more turns. Stays at the bottom, great. And it stays at the top now. Okay, this pedal is no longer slipping, but you might have the opposite issue. Now I'm gonna try and get this drum down to its lowest note, and the pedal bounces right up immediately. The spring has too much tension. It's putting too much tension on the head. It wants to be higher in its range. So I'm gonna turn to the left now under the pedal and get the spring looser. Nice, it's working much better. You'll know you've got your spring tension correct when the pedal moves smoothly across the entire range and it doesn't want to gravitate to the high end or the low end. If you're still not able to fix your pedal slipping issue, you can add some braking to the pedal. The adjustment points for the spring and the pedal braking differ depending on your model of timpani. So it's best to look up a manual online, or you can contact the manufacturer. In the case of these Yamaha drums, they call it heavier or lighter pedal feel. If you have a slippery pedal, you could increase the braking or make a heavier pedal feel by screwing this down. And if you put this down pretty far, it gets a little more tense. It's harder to move the pedal around, but it probably won't slip on you. And this is a nice stopgap measure to use if you've got a really slippery pedal. I prefer to have really, really light pedal feel. That way I don't overshoot my target because the pedal feels really, really sticky and I'm not going past the note that I need on accident. If you've tried adjusting the spring tension and the head is in the correct range and the pedal is still slipping, you might need to replace the spring on your timpani. This can usually be ordered from the manufacturer, and they can provide guidance on how to put in a new spring. Now that my spring tension has been adjusted and I've let off all the brake pressure, I can reach all the notes I need across the drummer's range really, really easily.